Hello, welcome to another video where we'll be discussing the previous year GATE questions that were asked from the subject Engineering Hydrology, and the topic is Run-off and Hydrograph. So let's uh, start with the first question, which was asked during 2004. The question is, there is a uh, rainfall values are given. 3 successive 2-hour periods rainfall values are given. Okay, surface runoff resulting from the storm is 3.2 centimeter, and we have to calculate the phi index. Okay, so what is phi index? Phi index we know is precipitation minus runoff divided by effective time. This is what phi index is. Okay. The catch is in the question, you see, 2 hours period के लिए rainfall का values are given. These are not rainfall intensities, right? So let's first calculate what are the rainfall intensities. Why we are doing so, I will explain later. ठीक है? So let's calculate the rainfall intensities. तो यहाँ पे है rainfall, this is time or duration, we can write, और ये है intensity. ठीक है, सो फर्स्ट है मेरा रेनफॉल इज 0.5, टाइम इज 2 आवर्स, दैट मींस 0.25 इंटेंसिटी. नेक्स्ट 2.8, टाइम 2 आवर्स, दैट मींस 1.4. नेक्स्ट इज 1.6, टाइम इज 2 आवर्स, दैट मींस 0.8. ठीक है, सो दीज आर द रेनफॉल इंटेंसिटीज. ओके, नाउ लेट अस डू द फर्स्ट ट्रायल. Okay, so this is my first trial. What will be the value of phi index? Phi is equal to precipitation. Total precipitation क्या है? 0.5 plus 2.8 plus 1.6. That means 4.9. 0.5 plus 2.8 plus 1.6 minus what is the runoff? 3.2 divided by effective time. What will be the effective time? 3 into 2 hours. 2, so 3 into 2 hours. This value will be your 0.28 सेंटीमीटर पर आवर. अब phi index का जो वैल्यू आया है दैट इज इन सेंटीमीटर पर आवर, और रेनफॉल का जो वैल्यू था दैट वाज नॉट इन सेंटीमीटर पर आवर, दैट वाज इन सेंटीमीटर. इसीलिए हम लोगों ने इंटेंसिटी का वैल्यू निकाला. इनका जो यूनिट है दिस इज सेंटीमीटर पर आवर. ठीक है, अब इफ वी सी द definition of phi index, what is TE? TE is effectively जिस टाइम में runoff is happening. ठीक है, अब if we look at this, phi index का वैल्यू है 0.28, यहाँ पे rainfall intensity है 0.25. That means during first 2 hour rainfall जितना होगा उतना. phi index means क्या है? phi index के ऊपर if rainfall is more than phi index then that will be runoff. अगर rainfall is less than phi index that will be what? Infiltration. First 2 hours में rainfall intensity is less than phi index. That means यहाँ पे there will be no runoff. This will be totally infiltrated. So we have to go for a second trial. ठीक है, so what will be the value of phi index now? Precipitation क्या है? Now effective precipitation is these two only, that means 4.4. ठीक है, minus runoff will remain the same. Okay, what is effective duration? First 2 hours में there is no runoff. ठीक है, तो effective duration 2 plus 2, 4 hours. ठीक है, now if we calculate this will be 0.3 centimeter per hour. Your answer is 0.3 centimeter per hour. Let's go to the next question. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन में दिस इज अ वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड क्वेश्चन. आपको the rainfall is given, loss rate is given, that means phi index is given, ठीक है. So अगर precipitation दिया हुआ है 2.7, phi index is given 0.3 centimeter per hour, rainfall का duration is given, T is given, that means 3 hours. So what will be the runoff? Runoff is T minus 0.3 multiplied by 3. So this is 2.7 P value. So it will be 1.8 centimeter. Okay. Now what is given? Flood hydrograph has a base flow of 20 meter cube and a peak of 210 meter cube. So flood hydrograph का आपको peak is given, Q peak of flood hydrograph FH 210 meter cube per second. Base flow is given. Base flow is 20 meter cube per second. So what is peak of DRH? Q peak of DRH is equal to 210 minus 20. So 190 meter cube per second. DRH agar if we have calculated DRH, so what is Q peak of unit hydrograph? This is very simple, 190 divided by runoff, that is 1.8. If you calculate, it will be 105.5 meter cube per second. Option. Okay. Let's go to the next question. So this was asked during 2005. Okay. So what is the question? There is a 4-hour unit hydrograph. ठीक है, एक कैचमेंट का 4-hour unit hydrograph जो है that is triangular in shape और उसका base जो है that is 80 hours. Okay, so if we draw the unit hydrograph, it will be a triangular unit hydrograph. ठीक है, जिसका base जो है that is 80 hours. This is 80 hours. ठीक है, the base is 80 hours. Peak, you have to calculate the peak. ठीक है, this value is not known, so you have to calculate the peak. What is given to you? Catchment area is given. ठीक है, और भी कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन दिया हुआ है, जैसे the base flow is given, phi index का value is given, और they are saying कि a storm of 4 centimeter occurs uniformly in 4 hours for the catchment. 4 सेंटीमीटर रेनफॉल हुआ है over 4 hours. ठीक है, the thing is, तो what is the area of this triangle represent? ट्रायंगल का एरिया क्या है? 80 hour 3600 in second multiplied by Q peak. What is this? This is nothing but the total runoff volume. Unit hydrograph का जो area है that represents total runoff volume due to 1 centimeter rainfall. So this is equal to 720 catchment का area जो है multiplied by 1 centimeter of rainfall. So this is 720 kilometer square. I'm converting it into meter multiplied by 1 centimeter of rainfall. So 1 into, I'm again converting this into meter cubic. तो ये इस ट्राइंगल का जितना एरिया होगा that is nothing but equal to the volume of runoff due to 1 centimeter runoff. 1 सेंटीमीटर runoff अगर इस कैचमेंट के ऊपर से फ्लो करेगा तो जितना वॉल्यूम runoff हम लोगों को मिलेगा that is nothing but the area of this triangle. तो यहाँ से you can calculate the Q peak. Q peak is equal to if you calculate, this will be nothing but 50 meter cube per second. Okay, next. Next question, they are asking same question is given almost. Same triangular shape is given. Okay, area also is same. Base flow phi index is given. Storm of 4 centimeter occurs. इतना information same है. What is the difference? Now they are asking for a peak flood discharge. The last question they were asking for the peak discharge of unit hydrograph. Now they are asking for peak discharge of flood hydrograph. तो जैसे लास्ट क्वेश्चन में हम लोगों ने किया था एग्जैक्टली सेम. So Q peak of UH unit hydrograph we have already calculated 50, है ना, 50 मीटर क्यूब पर सेकेंड. तो DRH क्या होगा? Q peak of DRH. What will be the DRH? It will be nothing but Q peak of unit hydrograph, है ना, Q peak of unit hydrograph multiplied by runoff. ठीक. So what is the runoff? Runoff यहाँ पे क्या दिया हुआ है? Storm of 4 centimeter occurs uniformly over 4 hours. So precipitation minus what? Phi index into T. Precipitation क्या है? 4 centimeter. Phi index क्या है? 1 mm. That means 0.1 centimeter. What is the duration? 4 hours. So what will be the value of R? 3.6. So what is the Q peak of DRH now? 500 multiplied by 3.6. Right? So this will be 180 meter cube per second. अगर DRH में मिल गया तो what is the Q peak of flood hydrograph? This will be DRH, Q peak of DRH 180 plus base flow 30. That means 210 meter cube per second. Okay, 210 meter cube per second. Okay, so the next question is very interesting. There is a 3-hour storm event. एक 3 घंटे का storm event हुआ. And they are saying कि all other abstractions then infiltration are negligible. All सिर्फ infiltration हुआ है, बाकी सारे abstraction is negligible. रेनफॉल को हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं? 3 1-hour storm of intensity 10 mm per hour, 20 mm per hour and 10 mm per hour. तो अगर हम लोग एक हाइड्रोग्राफ ड्रॉ करेंगे तो this will represent the rainfall 10 mm, 20 mm and again 10 mm. ठीक है, 1 2 3 hour. ठीक है, this is 10, this is 20, this is 10. इन्फिल्ट्रेशन जो है, इन्फिल्ट्रेशन के लिए देयर इज अ हॉटन्स कर्व. ठीक है, सो देयर इज अ हॉटन्स कर्व लाइक दिस. ठीक है, तो हॉटन्स कर्व से यू कैन फाइंड आउट द इन्फिल्ट्रेशन. इन्फिल्ट्रेशन रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय दिस. यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट द इफेक्टिव रेन और रन ऑफ यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट. ठीक है, तो आपको रेनफॉल इंटेंसिटी दिया हुआ है, हाइड्रोग्राफ दिया हुआ है, हॉटन्स कर्व आपको दिया हुआ है, यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट द रन ऑफ. ठीक है, कैसे करेंगे? फर्स्ट लेट अस सी कि ये जो 3 आवर है 0 to 1, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, इस ड्यूरेशन में टोटल इन्फिल्ट्रेशन कितना हुआ है. ठीक है, तो इन्फिल्ट्रेशन ड्यूरिंग 0 to 1 आवर क्या होगा? इंटीग्रेशन 0 to 1 6.8 प्लस 8.7 e to the power minus t into dt. ठीक है, दैट मीन 6.8 into t 0 to 1 plus 8.7 into e to the power 0 minus e to the power minus 1. इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो दिस विल बी 12.29 सेंटीमीटर. Oh, sorry, mm. Similarly, f 1 to 2 will be integration 1 to 2 6.8 plus 8.7 e to the power minus t dt. Similarly, इसको अगर सॉल्व करेंगे तो दिस विल बी योर 8.82 mm. And infiltration from 2 to 3 hour will be equal to 2 to 3 again 6.8 plus 8.7 e to the power minus t into dt. I'm not solving this integration because of the shortage of time. Please do solve it yourself. This will be 7.54 mm. So what will be the runoff? Runoff is nothing but हम लोग जानते हैं precipitation minus infiltration. सो प्रेसिपिटेशन क्या है? देखिए, फर्स्ट फ्रॉम 0 to 1 आवर प्रेसिपिटेशन से ज्यादा इन्फिल्ट्रेशन, ठीक है, इन्फिल्ट्रेशन कैपेसिटी जो है सॉइल का वो प्रेसिपिटेशन से ज्यादा है. दैट मीन्स देयर विल बी नो रन ऑफ ड्यूरिंग दिस पीरियड, बट बाकी दो पीरियड में देयर विल बी रन ऑफ, राइट? सो व्हाट इज द टू, ये लास्ट टू ड्यूरेशन जो है दैट मीन्स 1 to 3 आवर्स, व्हाट इज द प्रेसिपिटेशन? 20 plus 10 30 minus what is the infiltration? 8.82 plus 7.54, which is nothing but equal to 13.63 mm. Okay, right. Next जो क्वेश्चन है, दिस इज लिटिल बिट ट्रिकी. ठीक है, तो इसमें क्या बताया गया है? देयर इज अ कैचमेंट. एक कैचमेंट में एस कर्व का आपको 1 सेंटीमीटर रेनफॉल के लिए जो एस कर्व बना है, ओके, दिस इज रिप्रेजेंटेड बाय दिस एक्सप्रेशन. ठीक है, यू हैव टू कैलकुलेट द एरिया ऑफ द कैचमेंट. ठीक है, क्या कर सकते हैं हम इसमें? व्हाट इज द रेनफॉल इंटेंसिटी? रेनफॉल इंटेंसिटी इज 1 सेंटीमीटर पर आवर, है ना? सो 1 सेंटीमीटर टू मीटर और hour to second, right? So 1 by 36 into 10 to the power 4 मीटर पर सेकेंड, यह है इंटेंसिटी. ठीक है, अब एस कर्व का क्यू सैचुरेटेड जो है, दैट मीन सैचुरेटेड डिस्चार्ज, दैट इज नथिंग बट लिमिट टी टेंस टू इंफिनिटी क्यू. एस कर्व कैसे, हाउ डज एस कर्व लुक लाइक? दिस इज एन एस कर्व. This is your saturation discharge, right? And it happens at t is equal to infinity. T tends to infinity, right? So limit t tends to infinity. Q का वैल्यू क्या दिया हुआ है? The Q is given as 1 minus 1 plus t e to the power minus t. Okay, so that is equal to limit t tends to infinity 1 minus 1 plus t divided by e to the power t. If you remember L-Hospital rule, you can apply L-Hospital rule and then it will become t tends to infinity 1 minus 1 by e to the power minus t by applying the L-Hospital rule. Now, इसमें if you put the value of t tends to infinity, this will be 1 meter cube per second. This is the saturation discharge. Okay, so what will be the area? Area is nothing but saturated discharge Q saturated divided by intensity, rainfall intensity, right? So 1 meter cube per second divided by 1 by 36 into 10 to the power 4 or 0.36 into 10 to the power 6, which is equal to 0.36 kilometer square. This is meter square. 0.36 kilometer square. Option B. Similar question is given here. Only आपका जो क्वेश्चन है, मतलब सिमिलर डेटा दिया हुआ है यहाँ पे, ओनली क्वेश्चन हैज चेंज्ड. तो माय रिक्वेस्ट टू यू इज प्लीज ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस, सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन, प्लीज टाइप योर आंसर in the comment box. In the next class, in the next video, I will solve this question after seeing your response. Okay, so for today we'll conclude this video here. As always, thank you so much. If you are liking this our videos, our solutions, then please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you so much.